Hi all, AD here from Hans & Johns. As always, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today I'm in deepest, darkest North Yorkshire and I found this absolute beauty. Apologies for the sound quality, I forgot my microphone. I think the church is called St Andrew's. I'm not even sure if it's open, to be honest, but it's so pretty, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Let's go and have a look. The old St Andrew's Church stands in the quiet countryside of Upleatham in North Yorkshire, so it's near Saltburn by the sea. And although it's very small, it preserves over 800 years of history, and evidence shows this site was used for worship even earlier. And they got these beautiful faces. Aren't they amazing? Unfortunately, the church was locked, but I'm going to take a peek inside the window, and inside we'll see a fragment of a Saxon cross dating from the 9th century, which was discovered on the site. Now, this shows that Christian worship took place here at least 300 years before the Norman church was built, making this a religious site for over 1,000 years. And there was also an effigy of a knight found on the site. The church was built in the 12th century during the Norman period. Its thick stone walls, narrow windows, and simple rectangular shape are typical of Norman construction. It was built using local stone and designed to serve the medieval village of Upletham, which sadly no longer exists. The church is very small, measuring only 6 metres by 4 metres wide, or around 20 by 13 feet if you're like me and you're old school. However, it was once larger inside, and you can see the blocked arches in the wall here where a south aisle once existed. This aisle was removed in 1684 when the church was reduced in size and a smaller tower was built, and that's probably because the local community was shrinking. Archaeological excavations were carried out in the 1970s, and this confirmed that parts of the church had been demolished. The north wall was originally extended further, showing the building was once longer and wider than what remains today. Inside the church, the interior is a single open space. The stone walls apparently still show the marks of medieval tools. As I mentioned when we peeped through the door, there is a grave inside there, and burial inside churches were always reserved for important individuals. So this could have been a local knight, maybe it was a landowner, or a prominent member of the local community. I wonder if this ever had stained glass in the window. Just outside the church stands this mausoleum, well, the ruins of a mausoleum, and that was built later on for a wealthy local family called the Lowthers. And this shows that the site remained a very important burial place long after the village had declined. And I will have a look here at some of the gravestones, but they were very difficult to read. I'm sure this once had a roof on it and was very ornate. I think that says 1733. And I think this one says 1711. And isn't this in a sorry state? All the tombs and some headstones lying down, all the broken gates, completely neglected. I'm not even sure if those headstones were originally in here. They might have just been popped in there for safekeeping. And this tomb obviously belonged to somebody of great importance. And when I looked a bit closer down here, you can actually see there's some remnants of red paint. And I'm pretty sure that would have been original. So I imagine this looked absolutely magnificent. But he died in 1845. So there was quite a few in here from the Darnell family. So I'm guessing that this was the Darnell family plot. This is the Mary, the wife of William Watson, died 1740, and Will Watson from 1762. But I think that may have just been placed in here for safekeeping. And then this old tomb, which is another Darnell, William Darnell. He died, I think it says 1803. But it's fallen into such disrepair. So sad. Look at all the ironwork. I'm not sure if that originally surrounded the tomb or the fence surrounding the family plot. It's such a beautiful setting, isn't it? The Yorkshire moors and the back. Now I thought we'd have a little stroll around the churchyard and have a look at some of the graves. I know a few of you have asked me to linger longer on the headstones, but to be honest, at the moment, guys, my videos are actually about the churches, and unless there's a very exceptional grave or an exceptional headstone, I am really going to focus on the church. But you know, maybe in the future I will do ones just about the graveyards. Upleatham itself was once a medieval settlement. It would have had farms and homes surrounding the church. Over time, the village disappeared and the church fell out of regular use. However, the building was never completely destroyed. Nowadays, St Andrew's Church remains standing as a rare survival from the Norman period. The Saxon cross, the blocked arches, and the grave inside, the surviving stone structure all provide clear evidence of over 1,000 years of religious activity on this site. Although a lot of the graves are in a lot of disrepair, which is always really, really sad. But what remains stands as a physical reminder of the medieval village of Upleatham and the people who lived their lives here and worshipped for many centuries. if any locals are watching this, is there stories about this place being haunted? Because I would give it 7 out of 10 on the spooky scale. Definitely had a couple of experiences which I'll explain to you when we get back into the car, but it's definitely haunted. I'm going to wrap the video up here. I'm really sorry that it wasn't open, but it was incredibly spooky in there. I thought I heard music, and then my husband's done the drone footage, and we definitely heard a voice. It wasn't clear enough to hear what it said. I mean, he's a complete skeptic, so he said that's probably a dog walk or something in the fields beside it, because there's nothing around here. But I thought it was really creepy in there, and I wouldn't want to go back in there again on my own, and that's without even going inside the church. So there you go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, like, subscribe, and if you want to support the channel a little bit more, there's the Buy Me a Coffee link down below. Bye for now.